And anything I do when I read, I'm gonna ask questions. So I'm gonna try to go as slow as I can, but be as quick as possible because I had to do a lot of trimming and shaving off because I, kind of got into the subject. But the title is just digging for gold, genetically engineering perfection, the melanin effect. But when I'm talking to you, it deals with genetic engineering. Sam here, he knows about a little bit of genetic engineering in his business with the corn that they make from the ground. Y'all make in the laboratory, is that correct? The artificial corn that y'all get?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's basically genetic engineering in its nutshell. But I'm gonna do a little bit of reading, do a little talking as we keep going through these things. I use a lot of pictures too. I didn't use too many words, because I had to fit pictures, and since pictures is worth 1,000 words, we'll begin. All right. Now go which way?
This one.
Huh. We talked about plants. We talked, we've been talking about killing trees in here, right? Anybody know who George Washington Carver was? Okay, George Washington Carver, he was a patient man. He sat and he understood, and he got to know what the plant of a peanut plant was. He studied this plant, he experimented with this plant, he didn't abuse this plant. And from that, he got all sorts of things that we have today, like peanut butter, peanut oil, anything that you can think of with a peanut, his research helped that happen. I chose the possibilities because genetics equals possibilities. When you put two things together, unknown, we don't know what the DNA, when you put two DNAs together, you don't know what it's going to be in this ecosystem. You don't know if it's going to be a predator, you don't know if it's going to be a prey, so it's unknown. It has many possibilities. You know what I'm saying? So the possibilities that you're finna engineer is just unknown possibilities. There we go. All right, modified food, genetically modified food, basically. Some of the stuff you see here can, tomatoes, you know what I'm saying? You get fresh tomatoes in wintertime. That don't happen. You get good brown apples and plums and peaches in wintertime in Kansas. That don't happen. It happens when you grow that food. You have to do something to that and take the DNA. But okay, plants were the first life forms practiced on for cloning purposes, and in their research, scientists study more than black dot. I'll get to that later. And as a result, we get perfectly round, dark red apples, plums in the winter. So is it wrong to engineer if this food is really not food that's grown from the ground, but food that's put together, through man-made tactics, through science? I guess to paint the picture visually, it's like a cup of Jell-O, if y'all don't already know. You got a plain, regular thing of Jell-O. And from there, the Jell-O good. You put some fruit cocktail in it, you got Jell-O with fruit cocktail. So all type of things, cherries, pears, peaches, all that's in the Jell-O now. That's how it is with genetic modified food. All right, I gotta hurry this up. All right, genetically modified organisms are organisms which have had the DNA manipulated in a way that don't happen naturally. It allows selected individuals' genes to be transferred from one organism into another, also between non-related species. Man, I'm so lost in this stuff because I had it planned out, but it don't ever plan out the way you think it do. I'll just move the topic to a point that helps explain the purpose of genetic engineering and its effects on the human ecosystem. The saying, as below, so above, is the answer to the question of what's the matter. And so it must be true that the inside is just as the outside, and that the outside is our environment and the interactions we encounter in order to do the main thing all organisms are here to do. We're here to adapt or survive. And in order to survive, an organism has to shake the predators that try to take their life, because we all have predators. And in the process of this event, trying to survive, the DNA genetically re-engineer itself to make it easier to survive. Just like the gazelle, it gets its speed from the lion. Unnatural gene engineering wants to speed up the evolution process without first learning history. And as a result of the past 30 to 45 years, mad scientists operationally get genetically engineered children that may be born in groups of 8 and then celebrated as a miracle, observed for the rest of their life. Here's some other things that genetic engineering has done. You know what I'm saying? It's made our kids fat because there's steroids in the food. That's the thing when you call it genetic, you put in a steroid to make it have to stand and be durable. And we eat that. We get that to our children. When we get that fast instant milk, when we get that fast, anything that we have now, because corn is leaving. If you notice on the back of your boxes, it's a lot of high fructose corn syrup. You know what I'm saying? That's the byproduct of what Mr. Sam here is putting into the atmosphere. I'm gonna go on with this a little bit. Can I take my questions? Can I go against my questions and just do this?
Keep going.
Okay. So, I'm gonna wrap it on up, man. The pineal gland, this is something that's being mined for right now. It's a gland that produces, anybody know what it produces? It produces the stuff that keeps your skin from burning in the sun. In all makeup and you see makeup and sunscreen lotion. I asked somebody for some sunscreen lotion. You see melanin in that. That's what this produces. It helps you get your sleep. It reduces your blood pressure. It helps you relieve stress. It gives you a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's being mined for right now. And some of this stuff has some powerful stuff in it that keeps people, you know what I'm saying, alive. They use it in cancer patients. You know what I'm saying? Who catch melanoma. You know, it's that substance because I can't, man, I gotta, okay, basically the pineal gland, a cone-shaped organ, is the size of a pea and is located in a tiny cave behind and above the pituitary gland, almost directly in the middle of the brain. Okay, I got that. And I think this is the last one.
You have about 15 more seconds.
Basically, I'm going to give you some history, but when you look at the, this is what doctors see in the inside of the brain, and it looks just like that eye. And I got some questions, just lay them on me, but that's it.